Alright guys, welcome to another beer review, and today should be a pretty damn special one because it's an entry into one of my favourite beer series. What would the plural be? I'm not sure. I can't think right now. But yeah, this is probably one of my favourite sort of series of beers. There we go, that's better. And from one of my favourite breweries, and to top it off, I've actually had the wine that has been made with these cherries, which was just absolutely divine. And I'm not a wine drinker. In fact, some of my worst hangovers, which has included me crying, waking up in a stranger's garden in Germany, and waking up on the stairs of a nightclub naked. Yeah, wine has played an integral part in the worst hangovers that I've ever had. And that's why I steer clear. But I've been experimenting a little bit more. I've been getting into my ports. I sort of like fortified wines a lot more than like a red or a white. I bought a wine for my birthday, just a simple, can't remember what it is, there's still some left. Just like a nice red wine, which has some like blueberry and blackberry flavours. So I don't drink them as much as I drink beer, of course. Mainly because, as I said, the hangovers are just absolutely horrific, and I'm not really into them that much. But just every now and then, a little bit of an occasion, I might break out one of the bottles of port that I've got, or whatever, or like just if the wine's there at a meal, I'll give it a try. But I won't overindulge. Anyway, we're not drinking a wine today. We're going back over to Mikkeller, and we're having a look at the Spontancherry, and this is used with the cherries from Frederiksdal, which is a cherry winery, which is a winery that specialises in using cherries. And the bottle that I had, which actually came from the Mikkeller Beer Club, just like this beer, referral link down below, was a sort of like a 2014 vintage that they had. And it was gorgeous, so I'll put that review down below. As well as I need to create a playlist for the Spontan beers that I've drank, but I will be putting the Mikkeller playlist down below, so you can check them out if you haven't done so already. But yeah, I've had the normal Spontancherry, or one of the vintages of it. I think I've had it in both a bottle or can and on tap, and it was just wonderful. And yeah, I'm very much looking forward to this one because according to what I've heard, and this is the 2019 release, I've heard that the summer in Denmark for 2018, or the summer that Denmark experienced in 2018, has led the cherries used in this to be a little bit more sweeter and upfront from previous vintages. And yeah, going off the regular cherry Spontan beer, then I know I'm probably overhyping it already, so I'm just going to put that disclaimer out there for now. But yeah. And the reason why I'm drinking this is because it's a beer and I have it, but also I'm currently in the middle of packing because I'm going to be spending the weekend in Birmingham with a few of my fellow beer tubers for the Brum Piss Up. So I'm sure you'll see hijinks on the Manchester Piss Up channel that we have, as well as each other's channels. And yeah, it's going to be a damn good time, and I'm probably going to hate myself the following week after I come home. But anyway, so just a little bit of to see me off, just to celebrate the beauty that is the internet, because the internet can be a very ugly place, of course, but I've come to know these fine gentlemen who I consider, you know, brothers to me. They've got me through some things that I've been experiencing in the past couple of years. They've always been there. I've been there for them when they needed talk. We've met up a few times individually, of course. We were all together at the Manchester Piss Up, and I talk to them on a daily basis. And of course, we do the live stuff as well. And yeah, I've just come to know some fantastic people and this is a little bit of a celebration of sorts. So it's probably going to be a little bit of a overly romanticised video. It's probably going to go way past 10 minutes. But yeah, I just wanted to do this video because it's been in my fridge since I got the box. And I was just waiting for the right moment because I didn't just want to casually open it, do you know what I mean? But because I'm in a good mood, although the Trainline app is suffering at the moment, so I can't actually download my tickets, but at least Trainline are aware of the situation, so if I can't download them, at least the train service that I'm using will actually accept my booking confirmation email. So just I was shitting myself. So I'm in good spirits now. Bag's pretty much sorted, but because I'm a prima donna, I'll probably end up taking clothes out and putting new clothes in, because I want to look like the dog's bollocks in Birmingham, which I do on most days anyway. Let's get back onto the beer. So, of course, this is clocking in at 7.2% ABV, and this is brewed at De Prof. 375ml bottle, cork and caged with a nice foil wrap. I believe this is the first time they've actually presented it like this, and I think that they actually are really happy with how this turned out, going off the video that Frank and the rest of the guys did for the Mikkeller Beer Club unboxing or reveal video. So yeah, I'm very excited for this one, and the feedback I've got from some of my fellow Mikkeller fanboys in the Mikkeller Beer Club Facebook group, and of course on Instagram, have been rating this very highly. So let's get this open and see what we get, and hopefully it doesn't explode everywhere because I do not want to waste any of this beer. So that's that taken off. There's the cage. I always love undoing these cages, don't know why. Anyway, let's get this open, glass to hand, using my Mikkeller Beer Club glass, and we'll see what we get. And it's not opening because I have no grip, because I am not a real person. Oh, it's coming out very slowly. Oh, there's so much tension right now. Oh, we're getting there. Oh, there we go. A nice modest pop, I think you will agree, but better than a fucking gush, I suppose. Although it is Valentine's Day as I'm writing this, so I wouldn't mind a bit of a gush, to be honest. But, oh my word. I'm just not going to talk because this is just pouring absolutely beautifully. Oh, just look at that. Look how dense and intense that is. You are definitely getting the cherries on the appearance. Yeah, it reminds me of, do you know when you make jelly and you've not let it set properly? It's got that look of like it's a little bit solid, because it's got this sort of like sheen on the top, and yeah, that's just looking so thick and dense. It's just absolutely wonderful. Such a bold colour on this. It's even coming through on camera. Usually it just probably just shows it's like a black beer, but yeah, just dark and intense. Fantastic stuff. No head to speak of at all. So it's looking like a glass of red wine or a glass of port. Even has that almost viscous appearance as well. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful stuff. I'm expecting this to stain the glass afterwards. So let's see what we get on the nose. Oh my word. It's just cherry, cherry, cherry. Cherry, cherry lady. That's for the modern talking fans out there. Going through the motions. What a babe Dieter Bohlen is, by the way. And Thomas Anders. Oh, that's just... I could smell this all day. You do definitely get that wine-like aroma on it. Like a nice, dark red wine. I don't know the specific names of styles of wine. so please excuse me. But yeah, it's almost got like a slight marzipan or frangipane aroma to it. And you know what it's reminded me of? It's reminded me of a cherry bakewell or a bakewell tart. Because it's got this sort of like sweet cakiness about it. But then you get those cherries. There's a little bit of a vinous quality. Has that subtle, almost balsamic vinegar reduction aroma to it. It's just smelling like an absolute joy. It really, really is. So let's see what it tastes like. Cheers, guys. And thank you to everyone who's subscribed and watched on the channel. Because even though I'm only meeting a few guys this weekend, there are so many other people out there who I'd love to meet. And the interactions that I've had have just been fantastic. So this is basically going out to anyone who watches my videos. Cheers, guys. And it's just the right amount of sweetness. And it doesn't finish too dry either. It's not sickly sweet. You get that real fruity sweetness, like the natural sugars coming out from those raspberries. It's not raspberries, is it? Cherries. Oh my god. Tingling carbonation, but it's not too carbonated, but at the same time, it's not too laid back. It's got like a little bit of an oiliness to it. Can you say oiliness properly? It's got a little bit of oiliness to it. Nice levels of viscosity. Nice amount of viscosity to it, not too much. And it's like you've just squeezed the juice straight out with the cherries. Because I think the Spontancherry, the base is sort of like a lambic. I'm not too sure. I need to experience more of the traditional styles of sour beer a lot more. Because a lot of them that I drink are either these sorts of beers or like a fruited Goes or a fruited Berliner Weisse, that sort of stuff. So I need to like try some like proper old school lambics, because I believe this is what the Spontancherry is on its base. But every Spontan beer I've had has just been fantastic. It's always the right amount of whatever addition they've done for the series. You do get that slight red wine, I want to say vinegariness, but I don't mean vinegariness. It's got that balsamic vinegar flavour to it. And even subtle hints of a slightly less sweet port wine. It's almost got the body of a port wine, actually. Well, the ones that I've had recently. I mean, it's a beautiful beer. The only thing that would stop me drinking this really quickly is the level of acidity in this. It's not an acidic beer by any stretch. It's not every time you take a sip you can feel a layer of the back of your throat disintegrating. But it could get way too rich, way too quickly. To the point where, you know, if you drank it a bit too quick, you may get acid reflux. But that's if you abuse and disrespect the style, do you know what I mean? Although, that being said, I will probably still end up drinking this way too fast, because that's what I'm like. So look at that carbonation. Just fizzles out really quickly. I've not seen that with the Spontan beers before. This is just gorgeous. Do you know what I'd love to have with this right now? Just a beautifully cooked steak. Nothing done to it, just a little bit of salt, pepper, fried off in maybe a herb butter. That's it. And just a glass of this. That would be like absolute heaven right now. This is gorgeous. It really, really is. But I'm going to stop drinking it now because it is getting a bit too much for me. I am drinking it a bit too quick. I want to take my time with this. Maybe let it get to room temperature a little bit more, or a little bit close to room temperature. Just to see what flavours will come through and what flavours die out. But that being said, it's not ice cold or anything like that. It has been out of the fridge for about half an hour prior to me recording this video. But yeah, that's a gorgeous beer. It really, really is. My favourite is still the Spontan Double Raspberry, by the way, because that was just c'est magnifique. Just absolutely wunderbar. And whatever a word for beautiful in Danish would be. I'd love to learn Danish, actually. Just a beautiful looking country. I'd love to visit Copenhagen. I'd love to visit Sweden, Norway. I'd just love to visit any country that I could go to, but one that's on the top of my list would definitely be definitely Denmark, and then going to Copenhagen, because yeah, Mikkeller for me are just... And yeah, I know a lot of the reviews on my channel over the past few months have been Mikkeller, because I get the Mikkeller Beer Club box each month. But I would never sing a beer's praises if I didn't mean it, and this is definitely one that you should check out. It's one of those occasions where if I come across another bottle of this, I'm buying it and just like putting it away for a little while to see what happens to it. But yeah, gorgeous stuff. 10 out of 10 from me. I can't pick out any faults. The only slight setback is the level of acidity in the beer. But if you drink it at the right pace and take your time with it, that won't be a factor. And do you know what? I hope I've got some like cheddar cheese or something, or some rye bread, because I want something to match with this. It's screaming to have something to accompany it. Do you know what I mean? Gorgeous stuff. Gorgeous, gorgeous stuff. And yeah, I'm even getting that slight marzipan flavour I was talking about before. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. So 10 out of 10 for the Spontancherry 2019 edition from the Frederiksdal. Apologies for mispronunciation. Cherries. Yeah, if you come across a bottle, give it a go. Highly recommended. I'm going to enjoy the rest of this beer. And yeah, I'm going to enjoy the next Spontan beers that I can get my hands on. Beautiful stuff. Check out Mikkeller. Check out Frederiksdal. Check out my review of the wine that I did. And also check out my Mikkeller playlist. If you're interested by any of the beers that I've covered from the Mikkeller Beer Club boxes, then I'll put the referral link down below. Get yourself a nice little discount. Helps me out as well. Check out Mikkeller. Check out... I'm going to bombard the description box with links for you to check out, basically. And if any of my friends and fellow beer tubers have reviewed this one, then their links will be down below as well. So thank you guys for watching, and I shall hopefully see you all later. Cheers, and you all take care.